afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, here of the Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to the exciting 1 vs 1 on La Glaze. Between in the south, you got Gentlefox fighting for the Wehrmacht. For Deutschland, for the Panzerdivision, striking off against the British under the command of HQmul. And the 8th Infantry Division here fighting with Royal Engineer Regiment supporting them. We got here bulletins for infantry, tanks and machine guns versus Gentlefox here with Storm Doctrine and infantry bulletins. We got MD42 guys here, so Gentlefox going for a rather standard start. HQmul also going with the machine guns here to support his men. The Vickers machine gun. Water cooled, and I do believe World War I vintage. That was quite a reliable machine gun. But of course also bloody heavy, which was rather what water-cooled machine guns were. Of course it also had the benefit of you afterwards, you could always use water for tea. Otherwise, Grenadiers, sections, MD42s rushing straight for the centre. They got Pioneers rushing off here, trying to sort of secure the centre of the map there, by making it harder for HQmul to sort of push in, so basically wiring off the smaller and more easily wired off approaches initially. Also makes it hard for him to sort of rush for the building here, leaving him only this building, and otherwise he has to sort of trick in. Oh dear, we got 8 Gentlefox here playing very aggressive with his Vickers, getting caught here by the MD42, getting caught by the Vickers, was trying to save, but absolutely failed horribly. Instead they end up sort of going for buildings opposite the other, and you know, neither side not really having a safe retreat there in a sense. Vickers opening up there versus the MD42 first. MD42 was a bit later there. Pioneers opening up nearby as well. Sections moving out. Securing fuel upon already here, of course, we already see the slap from him. Gentlefox's rush for the centre, trying to secure and dominate that, but at the same time, it's very much sort of cost many resources compared to HQmul, who's got fuel and more munitions going in his way there, and already suffered heavy losses there for his MD42 crew. So right here, Gentlefox is having a very rough start versus HQmul. You also see there why, again, yes, particularly as the Wehrmacht, I mean, you can sort of try and rush for some centre points there, but I mean, you generally want resources. You don't want to lag behind there in the tech game, otherwise you can end up in a rather disadvantageous position, as we're all here risking with the Gentlefox, who so far managed to secure a victory point but at a rather high cost compared to HQmul, who's got a bunch of other things at a notably not quite as high cost. I got more Grenadiers in life for Gentlefox, for Deutschland, Grenadiers heading westwards, Pioneers talking about the building, more Grenadiers heading westwards, perhaps realising he needs to grab some actual resources there to ensure HQmul does not outpace him too rapidly. Moving ahead there, and of course the centre that he'd fought so hard before, he now has to abandon. So you can all here see that sort of the initial opening moves of Gentlefox are suffering some problems of a slightly more vicious kind. Meanwhile, HQmul there, he's actually adding in a universal carrier to support his troops. Could be planning here a Wasp. I mean, on a map like this, a Wasp could be quite worth its weight in fuel and munitions, since it would easily allow him to, to push out Gentlefox from any buildings he might try and occupy, and certainly limit the effectiveness of such a tactic. We'll of course have to put actually happens over there. Going to lead section, taking up position again opposite each other. Nothing further here from Gentlefox's base. He's going for more gun of these. He's going for a pretty heavy infantry start there then with an MD42. Interesting decision there, interesting decision. In some senses, in other senses, it's actually pretty dull. And there's always one I find questionable. It's really the one that can easily lose its momentum and lose its pace as a Wehrmacht player if you go for that many Grenadiers. I mean, it can work, but it can also result in you bogging down and bleeding out because you simply can't keep up the attacks very well. In particular, early game, you can sort of quickly suffer up because of that. So it's always a tricky thing to do, and it's not necessarily the most efficient to do at all. I'm a bit saddened here. He doesn't do what he used to do last year, which of course is just to try and rush for tier 2 as quickly as possible and add some Panzer Grenadiers instead. Of course, he might add them down the road, but of course, have to see. There we go. Section easily beating the Grenadiers here. Only a single loss there. Poor Johnny, dead in the snow. He certainly won't be marching home. MD42 sending up their Grenadiers running about. Take over there going on for Gentlefox, and I imagine HQmul. Well, he's not actually tagged up yet here, but there we go. And he's also upgraded the universal carrier with the Vickers K. I would have figured a Wasp here considering the map, but no, he goes for the good old Vickers K. An interesting decision there by HQmul. Not what I expected. Pioneers sending out their fight for the western fuel point. Double Grenadiers versus one section. Though they are holding out heavy cover at the same time in the east. We've got Grenadiers versus a section as well. Not looking too good there, not very good cover. We've got the second units coming up then. We've got Pioneers pushing up the centre with the MD42 covering here. Pushed away the section just in the nick of time, then ensuring the fuel point wasn't made a neutral. That would have been rather blow there to Gentlefox, but he's alright to take back the map here, gaining a bit more dominance versus HQmul. So while he had a rough start, he seems to be bouncing back like, I don't know, a fox that's being very happy. I don't know if foxes bounce though. They're not literally bouncing, jump around a bit. Anyways, sections, Universal Carrier, we've got Vickers sitting up here, we've got an MD42 in the corner building. That's quickly turning out to be a pretty hazardous plan, since it's basically going to get focused down very hard here by a large number of machine guns and rifles. But Gentlefox continues grabbing the west here, picking up the centre, but it's been a bit of a struggle there. Pioneers retreating. I mentioned like to mechanise company up, and we do finally here have the platoon command post up for HQmul. Troops there suppressed, moved a bit too far ahead, should perhaps try to flank. He could consider, for example, some grenades, then creep up the alley here and then get behind them, pop a grenade for the window. That could work out. The Grenadiers are catching up the section. No support though. Oh, Grenadiers in the move. Like to make a nice company up. Grenadiers hanging about here, going the victory point. Universal Carrier moving up there. I do believe that it looked like we switched into one there, but that's clearly a mistake. And there we go, Grenadiers getting sawed apart there by the Universal Carrier. Several machine guns mounted on it. And I believe some also had small anti-tank guns mounted in the early stage of the war. The Germans themselves would, for example, mount anti-tank guns on them, and even Panzerschrecks on them, forming Panzerjägers that way. Little fun fact there. The French army in the earlier stages of war had a vehicle similar to the Universal Carrier, by the way, which was actually used by the Germans to form up some of their first Marders. Still fun fact, they got a 2-2 on the way there for Gentlefox, like the Punch Speerwagen. Bit of reconnaissance, MD42 being faced off for the section of the house, and already suffering losses, will have to retreat there. Universal Carrier sneak up in the Grenadiers, they have to be careful, doesn't get too close, and thus Panzerfausted. Section hiding behind the wall there, tumbled over house, and they're going pushing the Grenadiers, 2-2 moving out, going to respond here to the Tommies. Go ahead, machine gun fire, Grenadiers doing what they can there from the church, but they are under heavy fire here. We got the Universal Carrier, of course, spotted from the church tower, but not really a lot to worry about from that angle. It's a 2-2, that's the bigger problem there for the Tommies out in the bloody open. And with no anti-tank weaponry, they are pretty much toast versus that scout car. Centre of the Nemo being secured and maintaining a position here, but the Grenadiers in a pretty bad spot there. Both they could perhaps set up a bunker. Except they end up completely retreating there. Tube ceiling reinforcing. Grenadiers need to retreat after taking that point. Can't really last much, otherwise it perhaps could have tried and push for the fuel point that way, denying HQmul that. Neither side really having utilised any of the docks. I mean, for example, Gentlefox, for example, hasn't used any ambush camouflage whatsoever. HQmul doesn't really have anything he can do there, stand fast, and there's a command vehicle, but he's rather short on vehicles. I don't think he wants to sort of limit the combat effectiveness of this Universal Carrier right away to sort of boost the rest of the troops. It wouldn't be a bad idea down the road at all. We got weapon racks unlocked there, and we got Piets again here for HQmul. Interesting. Perhaps a touch of nostalgia for the first company who's in the Brits there. Either way, he does seem to keep upgrading his sappers with the Piets. Fixed up Universal Carrier, good to go again. Going the 2-2, good push up the west there, and up the east as well. Gentlefox lacking the resources to basically hold most of the Grenadiers back at base. And there we go, we actually got light machine guns on the way for some of them. No Panzer Grenadier or anything like that. Getting a mortar though, a Granatenwerfer. There you go, quick shots there from the 2-2, halfway to victory 2. Vickers covering up the knife, and of course got the sappers here by waiting in ambush, ready to sort of pounce on the 2-2 who were to move ahead there, of course, since they can actually fire in arcs. Thanks to the more unique nature of their weapon, the Piet or Projector Infantry Anti-Tank, a very cumbersome name, was basically a spring-loaded anti-tank weapon which had its disadvantages. Besides being very rough on the soldier shooting it, it could also result in basically not firing at all, just the firing pin basically bending over, something like that. So it did have its issues, like a lot of some of the British weapons did actually. Fighting in the west, Grenadiers versus section. And there we go, Grenadiers managed to get cover. Section has none. They could have laid down sandbags for grabbing the point there, sadly they did not. And in this case, the Grenadiers will easily win that one thanks to the LMG-42. Section pushed back there, Grenadiers applying pressure. Pushing up there. Will he try and take up there? Will he go for something? Oh, we got an anti-tank on the way to deal with the armour. We should probably consider getting out some Bren guns, but instead I do believe we might be seeing some mines instead. As for Gentlefox, trying to take a hit would not be a bad idea. I mean, the fast thing of bringing out medium armor would be not exactly bad, or bring out some Panzer guns for a bit more offensive element. He could also get a half-track to support his Grenadiers a bit more directly, ensuring he doesn't have to retreat as much as all the time there, which I think could also be beneficial to Gentlefox, and of course, not beneficial to HQmul. Come on, stay in cover. Don't poke your head off. I'm talking to you, Dieter. Get back. Infantry moving up and getting the section there. More fast tappers moving up there with the Piets. Too quickly pulling back. There's the gate reports. There's an anti-tank team moving up, and there you go, flying through the air. West side, grabbing points there. Universal K there firing at 105 kills so far. Not bad. Veterans 1. Slowly closing on Betty 2, and we got the 6-pounder gun rate support. Seems to have sort of fallen into a position there. Same time we got a section that's pushed far ahead of the rest of the forces. Very interesting positioning there for the motorboy from Gentlefox. It's not really behind the rest of the forces, it's actually sort of far on the edge. Could easily be sort of harassed and flanked, perhaps overwhelmed, then seized by HQmul. So it's a bit of a risky move really here by Gentlefox. Not entirely sure why he plays his bolts like that. Could have been a misclick or just forgotten about a rally point. Meanwhile, we got take up here for HQmul. He's going straight for the next tier for the bigger tanks. Look for the actual tanks. And Chips there in a bit of trouble there with the Universal Carrier. Halfway to victory 2 there, grabbing points. Could lay down some mines there with the sappers or get some Bren guns with the munitions there. He's got in surplus. I mean, more anti-infantry weaponry would not hurt. But nope, we got mines down there in the middle of the road. And more pioneers on the way for Gentlefox. Might be for repairing, and might be just to keep the pioneers to the front line while he then sort of builds up a Suprema Corps. Getting it would not be a bad idea at all by now. Let's go setting out. Troops retreating. Clearly intending some fight, then wants to be them to be in tip-top shape.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
There we go. Vickers veterans in one bar away. Fire going in there against HQmul's forces. He's a bit on the back foot overall. He's not really trying to push back at Gentlefox at the moment, though neither is Gentlefox are trying to push really hard either. And he could, try and sort of push through here, get behind HQmul's front line, go for the cut-off point, and that way, force and track there. Got the Universal Carrier there. Looks like a Panther did the job. Nice shooting, Dieter. Yeah. I learned that fighting the Russians. Really? Yeah. You have to, otherwise you're dead. Section Vickers moving up. The Grenadiers absolutely horribly suppressed there. We got a section up there in the church, dominating the area. Got Grenadiers opening up as well. And there we go. HQmul sort of forming a defensive line here by the church and the cemetery, but beyond that, he's actually having a hard time pushing out through it. I mean, in that sense, instead of just trying to sort of barge his way through here constantly, he should try and push through here, which again is very much more weakly defended, and thus could actually allow him to play around Gentlefox much better. And Gentlefox, I really think, should continue just using his doctrine a bit. I mean, we're seeing no ambush camouflage, we're seeing no tailor mine, or eagle mine, because it's not got any half-tanks, we're seeing no tactical movements, could usually half artillery, maybe some Stuka bombing strikes, I don't know, but so far it certainly feels like a rather weak usage of his doctrine. Granted, HQmul is not exactly doing the most either. So I mean, really both sides could benefit from it, but at the same time, Gentlefox does offer more now compared to HQmul's, which is much more of a late game doctrine in many senses. So there are some things to consider. Either way though, HQmul is the first one out here with a tank. Cromwell Mark IV cruiser tank rolls out. Ready to take on Harry Hun. Got lots of mines here. HQmul is certainly not being lazy in that department, doing what he can to stall and blow up. Gentlefox's advances, got the Spalmer up there, could go for Stuhl, could go play for some Panzer IVs. Cromwell moving up there, firing away. Grenadiers falling back.
A capture point is being overrun.
Grenadiers taking a bit of hits. There we go, Pioneers ambushing from a nearby house, quick pushing through up to the windows and firing out the flamethrower grenades, joining in there. Trying to sort of get out some shots before the Cromwell sort of blast him to bits by the looks of it. That didn't quite work out there. Poor Jurgen. Bit too slow. Bit too slow. And there you go. Pioneers popping out again. Another kill there. Pack 40 creeping up. Cromwell there caught by the Panzer Abwehr Kanone 40, forced to pull away. Right, well, certainly was the primary anti-tanking of the German army at this point. I mean, you even see Pack 38 still being utilisation, and overall the German army is basically switching towards just more equipping them in with Panzerschrecks rather than relying on anti-tank guns. Marches to the chaplain of the men who actually had to do the tank distractions, and obviously that meant they had to get a lot bloody closer. Mortar fire raining down, there we go, section moving up. MD42 though is covering this, and that's a small relief there for Gentlefox forces, section moving up. Units taking heavier losses there. Pioneers Grenadiers moving ahead, to pulling back. Still no real pressure towards the west. We got a single Grenadier squad hiding here. At the very least, you get some ambush camouflage. You just set up a bunker. And just having them there just feels a bit wasteful.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take
Grabbing a
one of our
point
points.
there. Grenadiers managed to push through though with heavy losses. Men ready to be interred within the cemetery, whether they like it or not. And now we go. Gentlefox adding in a Panther IV on his own. Pulling up some arm support there for the Panzer Division. Formed up of, well, instructional units and sort of meant to be a quick-made elite Panzer Division. I believe it was Guderian who might have suggested, at least he stole the idea, then sort of came up with himself. Either way, he had a hand in basically forming up this division, which basically sort of followed on the tradition in a sense of using Lehrbattalion, or basically sort of educational battalions, which were usually formed out of instructors and the like, sort of from different training units, and sort of sent out to the battlefield to update their curriculum. Quick repair there, and he's going for some war speed as well, which means we do have Hammer again here. HQmul clearly not part of the crowd that likes Anvil, he's more the Hammer man. Sections moving up, kind of easy to fall back. Torch reinforcing, Panther IV moving up there, pedal by machine gun on the way. Even the SS had their own Lehr battalions, though they never formed a full SS Lehr Division. But again, you never really hear much about these sort of smaller Lehr units, despite, again, essentially being quite elite units on their own, since again they were formed out of, well, highly trained and experienced men. So, fun fact there. Oh, good lord, that was one hit there. Sticking a bit too much to cover there, so round at the corner of the Panther IV, annihilated, and then one hit there. Devastating blow there to HQmul and the 8th Infantry. 6-pounder gun opening out there. Panther IV needs to pull back. We got a Cromwell moving in as well. So what will HQmul go for next? I mean, he's going to play for a comedy. He should consider, I think, getting out a fuel cache, sort of speed up the fuel acquisition. Overall, he needs to sort of try and just stop pushing through. Forgetting about the rest of the map, which again is very lightly defended. What he's essentially allowing to do is allow Gentlefox sort of contract his defences to this very small area, which again makes him that much harder to penetrate. And then here, though, he does have some artillery of his own and mortar emplacements, so only going to make it harder for Gentlefox to actually hold any territory here, and certainly force him to maybe rush in. So it's not all bad, I guess, but still, HQmul, I think, would find himself with a greater deal of success if he were to push through here. So just again, blast his way through. And similarly, Gentlefox will find himself with a bit more, success again if he tries to go through here again, force the opponent to sort of spread out a bit more. So we'll of course have to see what happens next here. Either way,
Ready for trouble.
still on either side going for a doctor. Now, of course, we also got the anti-building flame mortar support available here for HQmul. Vehicle crew repairs. Again, neither side really utilising any of the doctrines so far. Mortars raining back and forth across the field, hoping to annihilate men from the other side. We got another machine gun on the way there for HQmul, who is yet to upgrade any of his infantry with Bren light machine guns. Is still just a bunch of Piets there.
Crew awaiting orders.
Building collapsed there, denying any cover to the Hun. There we go. And mining up here as well, cheeky HQmul. Feldwebel Richter holding up the right flank there with his MG42 crew. While Feldwebel Werner is holding up, and then his Panzer IV, thankful he's got a Panzer to hide in the bloody cold. Nothing further there, no Stugs, no Ostwinds, no Panzer IVs. Been getting another Panzer with sort of again pressure here, which wouldn't exactly be a bad idea. Going to lose Pack 40 hiding there, 2 as well. He's worried now, of course, that HQmul is going to try to push through here, but so far HQmul is just so focused here. You're not entirely sure that's the best idea. There's time here for the mid-game analysis. Counter in terms of damage, they're reasonably close to each other. Still, there's a lead here, Gentlefox kills-wise, though. They are much more equal, and that's definitely the benefit, probably, of HQmul. Because it means he'll be able to keep pace, in particular after he's upgraded his sections. But otherwise, there's not so much. I mean, they both sort of got nominally the same size. There's 4 until, of course, the bridge upgrade. So, of course, they sort of gain bigger units, but still they gain more punch. So, you know, there's a slight lead here in some of that sense of Gentlefox for that. In terms of army value, they've been rather close to each other, but now we're sort of seeing Gentlefox edging ahead here. He's in fact getting a howitzer. Good lord. Fuel float, or resource float, not so much there. That's good. Points held. Also close to each other. In fact, here it's getting really close between the two. So in that sense, I mean, they're sort of, they're very close in terms of combat power. Of course, Gentlefox with the howitzer is going to have a bit more sort of raw firepower versus HQmul. Of course, he's got armor, he's got a mortar, pack 40s, all that there. He's got a lot of light machine guns. Comparatively, HQmul hasn't really upgraded his infantry to the same degree. He does, of course, have tanks of his own. He's got artillery of his own, which is not going to be so easily cleared out. He's got Piets, he's got machine guns. So, and again, they sort of got 50-50 of the map. It's going to basically come down to sort of who does what a lot more. And again, I think the one sort of strike the most here on the more exposed western flank, or just here, I think could overall do well. And the one who just sort of keeps bashing away at the front here could find themselves in a bit of trouble. Of course, there's another option here for HQmul. Again, he doesn't have to without necessarily taking up so roughly. Again, he's got a hammer, so he could play for a Comet, and the Comet could give him an edge. Again, it is tougher than a Panzer IV, and also much better versus infantry, and again, it's overall quite effective. So with the Comet, he could, in theory, push through here if he plays his cards correctly and makes good use of war speed, sort of trying to avoid as much anti-tank fire and the likes, and make himself a harder target to pin down, though he still should probably try and, push through here as well. And overall try and cut off the fuel, but otherwise, just force Gentlefox to scatter his defences a bit more. And similarly, Gentlefox should try and push through, and again force HQmul to scatter his defences a bit more before trying to push through there. Gentlefox perhaps should consider either getting some more armour right now, maybe some Stugs, or just something sort of push, and again push hard. If he's going to really insist on pushing through the centre, similar applies here to, of course, HQmul. Lay down a smoke screen before going in. So many players ignore the concept of a smoke screen, when attacking, if they have to attack head on, which is a bit of a shame. At the very least, though, HQmul is mining, Gentlefox is not. So again, that's also another small advantage there to HQmul there. In that sense, while they are a lot of equal, in some sense, and Gentlefox has some advantage, HQmul has perhaps some that might give him a bigger advantage down the road if he plays his cards correctly. So this could go either way, essentially, but we of course have to see how the players play it. There you go, though. Likes his Feldhub, it's out. Lightest artillery piece for most of the war there in any German artillery battalion to any infantry or panzer division. The rest of the war progressed, they'd be adding the 75mm Feldkanone 40 to sort of newer Volksartillerie things, which did spread out things a bit more, and they even formed their full Volksartillerie batteries, sort of more independent units.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
High artillery raining down there on the mortar emplacement, trying to knock it out. We've all got it braced down. There's corner Baptist, we've got the Pan moving up, we've got Pack 40 supporting, 6-pounder gun, not ready to support here, could be a total chop here for the Cromwell. White! Light machine gun drop, didn't get the Cromwell. Bad news here, Scheisse Helmut. The Grenadiers have wiped out, need to get out of here. I don't intend to be entombed here. Some god-forsaken town in Belgium. If I'm going to have to die, it's going to be in Germany. Troops reinforcing. Howard's ready to fire almost immediately. British mortar plate being repaired, using in this case active stand fast, ensuring he doesn't have to detail any units to actually do that bit. There we go, repairs, and again, war speed, allowing him to do what he wants with the HQmul, and he's getting in close here to the Comet tank. Oh, Pioneers took a nasty hit there, forced to pull back. Gentlefox, I think, should consider some Panzer Grenadiers to support his armour and such, again a bit more offensive firepower. And we got a section here with a light machine gun.
Emplacement under attack.
HQmul stuck, Grenadiers still waiting, still no ambush camouflage. 2-2 waiting about as well. Again, no real attempt either to pressure here. I do think Gentlefox should just trying to slack this one out, which isn't necessarily to his advantage, since again HQmul is clearly prepared to sort of bring in the bigger guns. And we have seen previously, you know, he's not exactly bad at it, so Gentlefox could end up with some troubles here. Of course, have to see how it works out. Our way artillery down back and forth. Section suppressed, we got Stukas in now available, that does get a bit more punch during the assault. More repairs here for mortar placement. HQmul setting up, Grenadiers caught in the centre. Under here 5, we got Pioneers rushing forward as well, but they're all taking here 5 from the sections. Vickers machine guns and the likes. German mortar ring bomb, there we go. Veteran the fleet, forced retreat, but there we go! Stuka bomb drop, wipes out the Vickers crew and almost gets the mortar emplacement. Almost ready to find another barrage, and he hasn't quite braced it, he might not get to do it in time. HQmul there, wipes in the end, more warp speed, I was about to say warp speed. Warp speed, Mr. Sulu. Who the bloody hell are you talking to? Sorry. Halfway to Veteran D3, artillery having a hard time hitting in there. We got the Commodore on the way, we got more Grenadiers. Gentlefox seems to have completely disavowed the Panzer Grenadier in what could have perhaps been some tragic moment. Tears streaming down his cheeks, he said, "Never again shall I use the Panzer Grenadier. Oh Helmut, why did it have to be you?" Or something like that, I don't know. It just strikes me as peculiar, since he should know Panzer Grenadiers are quite effective. Now he's just gone down the not necessarily very effective way of just Grenadier spamming. Anyways, Comet halfway on the way there. Gentlefox could quickly get out some Stukes to respond to that though, so it's not going to be all bad. As long as he handles them properly. Mortar emplacement still stands strong, but now it's getting hit here with more coordinated German fire. In fact, almost got a wreck there. He can't quite stand fast with it yet. Can't brace it either. Just needs to mortar it a bit more. Down to 4 veterans you want. There we go, got the mortar emplacement. Victory! I wish. HQmul moving ahead, their section moving into hunting. There we go, good assault there, and we got the Comet out. 77mm gun. Commander already peeking up there. Anti-tank gun shooting. We're certainly also quite vulnerable sticking out the heads there, but the game doesn't quite factor that in. Of course it had its advantages as well. At least if you read the memoirs of some tank commanders like say Otto Carius, preferred it because generally you could always just better get a grip of the situation compared to having to poke out with the cupola, whatever. Alright, Comet trying forwards there, going straight for the Pioneers Grenadiers on the eastern side. Good hit there, frightening presence, and there you go, Gentlefox response is swift and sensible. Summon the Stuks! Meanwhile, Comet there taking a few hits from the mortars, failed to penetrate though, pack forming about there. 2-2 still waiting, Grenadiers, and there we go, engaged with the HQmul. With more tanks, note here what HQmul then sort of striking at 0 points, realising probably, or at least figuring, his opponent can't respond to at least 2 armoured assaults here, so... Wait, he cancelled the Stuk, he's getting another pack 40. That doesn't strike me as a fully sensible reaction either way though. Now we're seeing here HQmul bases are heading from 0 points. And if one tank gets stopped, the other one can keep moving essentially. It's a nice sort of game prepared to push through 0 points. Not bad at all, though you should get that Comet tank repaired as quickly as possible before putting it back in the fight. There we go. Cancelling the pack forward, getting the Sturmgeschütz again. Do not worry, mein Führer. It was a momentary madness. I shall be sure to get a Stug. Yeah, please. Stop it, mein Führer. I will do it. You don't have to keep watching me. Panzer IV there. Getting the section there forcefully, valiantly. Meanwhile, Comstrang in there. British troops heroically march across the remainders of the town square. Long bombed into oblivion, leaving behind nothing but a charred husk of a once vibrant town somewhere in Belgium. Comet rolling ahead there. Slowly, surely, confidently. Another push, we got a pack 40 ready. The target, Civic, point, Jürgen. Civic. Oh shit, there we go. Good use, by the way, of smoke shell. Very good work there. Gentlefox never had time to react and didn't do anything there to sort of try and relieve it, so there we go. Good use of smoke shell again, really thumbs up there to HQmul. He's really using this stuff with the British, at least some of it, which no one uses, which again is comets, but also just the tank's abilities. Amazing stuff there, really. 2 thumbs up. And a spot of tea. Not in the tea though, that's disgusting. Not that I'm personally a fan of tea, but you know. Doing good damage here, section trouble. Got a biggest veteran defeat by the way, dominating from the church tower. Meanwhile, Panther moving ahead here, halfway to Decisive 2. 6-pounder gun ready. Sturmgeschütz gefechtsbereit as well here, ready to support. Some Panzers. Still not really pushing through in the west here, but he's sort of trying to push through in the east. I guess almost got the Grenadiers there with its vicious high explosive rounds. Panther will still try and go after the Comet here, which actually is likely to support a good assault though with the Panther IV blitzing behind the Comet while the Stu engaged from the front. Could actually work out quite nicely. And of course, there's the threat on mines. Comet moving towards the west. There we go. Catching the Grenadiers as they finish off a bunker. Could wreck that entirely. And there's essentially no response immediately available for Gentlefox. So actually, he's actually dispatched the Panther IV and the Stu, allowing it theory that Comet then to push through the east. Cheeky. We'll of course have to see what actually happens here. Cromwell almost Victory 2 there. Panther pulls in. Still close to Victory 2, and there we go. Comet then strikes in the centre. 7 kills for King and Country. Artillery raining down there in the centre. Trying to wipe out the support weapons covering the northern part of the town square. Not bad. We got Veterans 1, 5 kills there for Deutschland. Almost got the Vickers, but not quite. 6 kills. German armour pulling back here. Gentlefox seems absolutely uncertain of things. Comet moving ahead, supported by the section, engaging the bunker. Perhaps he's setting up the Cromwell actually to sort of flank once he's sort of used to the Comets and sort of bait, knowing that's tougher and hard to sort of neatly deal with compared to the Cromwell. I think it's sort of war speed in behind, but no, it looks like he's not doing that, but there you go. Panther IV taking hit there from the Comet tank, almost finishes one there. Panther IV misses, Stu needs to just shoot. Just attack round through the fence, or just drive through the fence. Come on, Reinhard. What are you doing? He's pulling back. He's pulling back with the Stu. He's not pulling back the Panther IV. He's not in time there. He's trying to blitz, but it's too late. It's too late.
Infantry squad has been killed.
12 people Werner is dead. Tragic. Meanwhile, Cromwell taking advantage of the chaos caused by the Comet, sort of striking the other elements here, but it's quickly pushed back here by a Pack 40. War speed quickly enacted to get the devil out of there. Comet halfway to Victory 2. Panther IV was close to Victory 2, but it's now more close to being a fireball. In fact, it is. Another Sturmgeschütz on the way. Clearly, the presence here of HQmul's armour is forcing Gentlefox to respond more viciously. With more Sturmgeschütz we got here. Vehicle crew repairs to help repair all the tanks. Could of course consider getting out a light vehicle and then throwing a designated command vehicle to support his tanks. That would not necessarily be a bad idea. Of course, have to see what he actually does. Pioneers bring up the east. Their Vickers in the church. Then he's setting out. There we go. Comet moves ahead again. Ever nasty. Push for the centre, not having the best of days, encountering exchange of the Vickers there. Howitzer firing way there. Catching the Vickers right there in the open. Veterans fleet. Almost wiped it. Almost 52. Second Sturmgeschütz arrives. The first one here. Pulled back very quickly though. Comet there taking hits from the Panzerabwehrkanone. But HQmul does seem to be making progress here to some extent versus Gentlefox. And Gentlefox's infantry is beginning to suffer quite a bit there. He really should consider some Panzer Grenadiers, I think. bit more offensive firepower. But there we go. HQmul, war speeds ahead here, hoping to crash it very rapidly. A very sadistic man, this HQmul. Stuke the response. The stout Shum can want to find. There you go, Pack 40 flanked. No target awake point though, he's got plenty of munitions. I mean, a target awake point right then and there, I think, could have doomed that HQmul. But he didn't, and that basically allowed the HQmul there to get away. Clearly here, HQmul does fancy, you know, hit and run tactics to a certain extent. So, I mean, target weak point could look sort of, you know, diminish that. But now they got the Stooks moving in. He wants vengeance. He wants blood. Well, apparently not. Which really begs the question, why did he move in like that anyways? Meanwhile, HQmul is taking advantage of the situation to get a second comment. I mean, with one comment it's succeeding, obviously another one's going to do better. And there we go, Veteran 2. Stuke there in a pretty terrible condition. Going to have to pull back already for repairs, and that pretty much puts a halt to that assault. He's actually moving in the Pack 40 here. That's not going to work out well. Gentlefox. Oh, he's using it for a Stuka drop. That seemed rather random. Stuke using the 2-2 there as a spotter, not bad. Getting off some good hits on the Comet, but ultimately not too much in the end. Stuke's going to need some vital repairs. He's got decent pioneers. He's getting more stuff here. But he needs more troops, and we got again here vehicle crew repairs going on. Gentlefox is now losing ground. The assault has stalled and might even now be reversed here, as Gentlefox's counterattack is amassing more weight and gravitas in the form of the Comet tanks here. Do not take those things lightly. Section opening up the Grenadiers. Punishment of the flying there for scrapping points there. Got a Vickers there, not on the church though, interestingly enough. Howitzer sitting out again to fire. Gentlefox making decent use of it. Not bad at all. Oh, almost got the Vickers entirely annihilated. Got a mine though. That's something. But now finding himself lacking out a tank in the eastern side, the Stoops, and the west side, the Pack 40s. Betty 3 and the Grenadier, and there we go, we got Betty 2 there on the Howitzer. A third Stoop on the way. Good lord, things are about to get serious. Comets are waiting, perhaps waiting for the right moment once the Stoops reveal themselves to charge at them using war speed. Charging like knights of old. And run down the Germans. Who knows? Either way, Cromwell got there close to Section 2-3. Comet hanging about there. There we go. Cromwell striking forwards. Straight to the line of fire. The Storm gets Pack 40 setting up as well. Making use of the terrain there, making it hard to see. Good work. There we go. Stooks hit off a good hit there. And we got war speed from the Cromwell. Target the weak point. Target the weak point. Ah, shite. So there we go. Ambush. Gentlefox thought he had the upper hand, but instead it was HQmul all along. Stuke down, Veteran 3 Pack 40 getting outmaneuvered. Still no target weak point, and it's too late now.
We have lost the Panzer.
There we go, Pack 40 crew annihilated. We got the Stuke moving up there. Target weak point, use it. Use it, Gentlefox. Use the heat round. Use it. Other Stuke moving up, they need to coordinate them, properly if he wants a chance of being, but there we go. Making good use of this range and the spotting of the tank commands to quickly decimate the Stuke, which can't see quite nearly as far there. Almost got the Stuke there without suffering much damage at all. Other Stuke did not support them and used them in pairs, and used target weak point. Absolutely critical, in particular versus these armoured beasts. And there we go, one common almost. He's moving in, one Stuke on his own. Target weak point. Ah, shite. Crewing a 6-pounder gun there. Mortar fire raining down all over the place. Howitzer firing in as well. Wreck the Pack 40, showing that Harrier Hunt could not utilise it again. Another Stuke on the way there for Gentlefox. Cromwell almost ready. Veterans, he's free, very close. They're going to tank and they're quickly annihilated. Stug in a lot of trouble. Another Stug bomb drop. Gets the Vickers. I think that was more bitterness. Anything there go. Veggie 2 on the Stug, but still no target weak point. In fact, used all the munitions. No target weak point available whatsoever now. And now there's essentially nothing to really halt the Comets in their tracks. And there you go. In fact, Gentlefox got no Stugs left, no anti-tank guns. He's got some infantry, but that's it. Overall, his opponent now has got a massive armor advantage over Gentlefox. Single Stug arrives. Got one section up to upgrade with the Bren gun. He's been very light on those, to be honest. I do think that's a bit silly. On the other hand, his Comet play is anything but silly. Go, Comet, there's a Stug, Veterans 1 there. Cromwell there could easily flank in, I think, knock out that Stug. There we go, looks like his plan. There we go, Veterans 2-3. Strikes. Hits his own there with the Stug, I think. Yep, indeed. War speed rolling ahead here, taking a few hits there, pulling back quickly. Take no chance in case of target weak point, despite, Gentlefox not really having utilised the abilities so far at all. Much to his detriment. There you go, Gentlefox surrenders, his will broken. Crushed beneath the might of British armour. GG, game over. A good fight, but I think overall Gentlefox ace, not a spam to heavy grenadiers. Again, I never find it to be that effective in the longer run. You should, I think, mix it some panzer grenadiers at the very least, and I think, he should have used target weak point, his Stugs and such. And over another bigger thing is he just got too caught up here instead of trying to play around and sort of flank his opponent. Similarly, HQmul could also benefit from that and also up getting his sections with more machine guns early on, but overall, HQmul did play better, made overall better use of his abilities, including smoke rounds and war speed. So overall, well played there by HQmul. Another good game and another spectacular, I think, display there of the Comet's prowess. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gives you GS Film matches. If you did, subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and write some feedback in the comment section. But this is Imperial Engine. Cheers, thank you all for watching, and hope to see you all another time. Bye.